Hello and welcome to JK It's Not About You. I'm Jen Rouse.
And I'm Kelly Mirko, and we're your hosts. We're new empty nesters, and we're here to talk about what the next chapter looks like.
For so long, we were taxi drivers,
Domestic engineers, chefs,
tutors, cheerleaders,
and everything else that goes along with being a parent.
no days off, no paid vacation, and very limited time to pursue our own passions. It just wasn't about us.
It really wasn't. Join us on this new endeavor as we find passions in all things empty nesting. The little birdies have flown the coop and they're living their best lives, and now it's our turn. We're sweating through our 50s trying to figure it all out.
From resetting on marriage, navigating divorce, dating at 50, we're here to reclaim our calendars, our bodies, and our newly found identities in this confusing yet exciting new phase of life.
So grab your glass of wine or beverage of choice, your cozy sweats, and join us as we unpack all things real in our 50s. Episode 4, I can't believe it's episode 4. I cannot believe it either. Here we are.
So fast.
Yes, I know.
I love sitting with you.
We're so
I live for these cocktail hour podcast nights.
I know. I'm Kelly Mirko.
I'm Jen Rouse. And welcome.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
So, Kel, I haven't seen you in like a week.
I know. It's been
Lots
quite
been kind of going on. I mean, we did Nate's graduation together.
Yes, that was so fun.
So
fun.
Can you believe it?
I just, last little birdie.
Little birdie graduated from the winter sports school here.
Yes, he did.
And was so cute.
Just the whole night was perfect. Like
It really
was.
It really was. And I was so glad to have you with me because ex-husband's coming. My ex-husband got remarried. I didn't know.
Surprise.
Hello. Sarah came, better boyfriend.
He's great.
Who's
amazing.
That gives me hope.
Yeah.
Sure. And it was like
your father came to town.
Oh, yes. That's a whole episode on its own.
But
yes, my dad came.
Yes.
And I was really worried about, the dynamics and like
everything went so smooth.
And I think for all you divorced parents out there that have to go through these kinds of things later down the line when you're about to empty nest and you're still going to see each other here and there. And it was really nice. Like we took photos together. There's no like animosity anymore. It's amazing like how much you let go.
Yes. Agreed. And it just makes it so much easier for your children and for you and for him and significant others. And I mean, it's just, it was so, I can't tell you, just coming from a household of parents, divorced parents that never did that. So it was so great. Your kids, Nate was like beaming, and I would have been too.
It was good to see him not have to worry about navigating 2 dinners and pictures with, you know what I mean? Because you see that too. You see the hatred still going. I mean, we know of some people that are still fighting.
Yes.
I mean, 10 years later.
Yeah. These kids are torn or they've been like turned in one direction. And you, again, just did a great job at navigating a smooth path, even though it was difficult for you.
It was hard at the time, but looking back, I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Yeah.
Because I had such control over this situation and doing it myself was just doing it.
Easier.
I did get like a miraculous good job. Thank you. You did it all. And you overheard that. That hell hath frozen over.
I said that when we walked into the building. I mean, yeah, it did. I mean, it was
hell hath frozen over.
It's pretty icy out there. Yeah.
But I mean, to get some kind
it was amazing
acknowledgement to that effect was like
huge.
Wow. So it was a great day.
It was a great day.
So Nate graduated. What else happened? We had Thanksgiving.
Yes. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Tell me about it. I haven't even talked to you.
I know. We, Elias, John, and I went to Charleston, South Carolina to go see Melissa.
She settled in?
She is settled in, her and Annie. They have like the cutest place, and they've just, made it their own, and they just are in a really good area, and you could walk everywhere. Um, but yeah, we rented a house and had everyone stay with us, so it was like a full nest, which was so
Full
awesome. I
nest.
love the full
I'm
nest.
about to get that too
It was
for
great.
Christmas. Yeah.
And we just ate and drank and played games and
Fun.
laughed. And John just cooked, of course, the most amazing dinner ever, enough for 20 plus, even though there was five of us. And we rented bikes and rode
I
around.
saw you
And
did a turkey trot or
we did.
something.
Well, I witnessed the turkey trot.
You were just cheering.
I was cheering.
Oh, it looked like you were running.
Oh, I there was we that was a fake photo.
Okay, gotcha.
That was
I like it.
I
I like the fake
registered and I
photos.
didn't run.
Yeah, I feel
So
like it.
I just went out there and did my thing,
That's
and yeah,
good.
it was good. So Melissa and I cheered on, and Elias and Annie ran.
Nice.
So it was really cute. Hundreds of people. I couldn't believe it. So many.
And the weather was nice.
The weather was good. That day was a little bit rainy, but I mean,
You
it
made
was
do.
fine. Yeah, we had gorgeous weather.
That's awesome.
Ate good food. It
That's
was
awesome.
an overall A plus trip.
That's so great.
Only thing missing was your family.
I
So
know. Next year.
next year, next year.
Next year we got to make it happen because I really want to see this place. I'll probably
Well,
be there
you and
before
I,
next
yeah,
year,
I was gonna
but
say.
just to have
Well, I
my
was
kids
thinking,
go.
yes,
It would have been
exactly.
fun.
It would
But
have been.
yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your
Well,
Thanksgiving,
my
Jen.
Thanksgiving was a first that I wasn't actually working like a dog. So that was kind of nice.
Yes.
We went out. Um, my sister-in-law does not like to cook, openly admits it, and my brother doesn't like Thanksgiving food. So
That's a double whammy.
yeah, so we made a little they took us to their little country club situation. There was a
Yep.
bounce house that Jojo was just running around, and they had, you know what they had, which was really fun, that I'm like, we should do this one day, are those like um camera things where you set up and you do the like your own sort of your own.
Photo booth.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you're make your own.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
friends that used to do that at birthday parties and stuff.
Yes.
But like I think that would have been
That would have been fun. So
that would be
another
fun one
activity.
time to do here when we have
Oh
a full
gosh.
nest.
Karaoke
Yeah.
and photo booths.
Yeah.
Yeah, our kids are in.
So that was really, really fun. And then saw Wicked. I got to plug Wicked because it was so good. And
I've heard that.
producer's a friend of my family's, and or director, I mean, and it was so good.
It's great. I have to say
So that was good. So we did the movies. We did sort of mellow, low key, and then my birthday was on Saturday, which I have a funny tale to tell about that.
Happy birthday, Jen.
Oh yeah, 51.
I know. Good year.
It's so funny, birthdays, right? Like we put so much effort into our kids' birthdays. Okay, you that are not empty nesters are still doing. I mean, like my sister-in-law is still doing like
These big birthday
big
parties.
birthday party. You remember,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. No,
I mean,
we want them to like go away a little bit more at our age, I think, but we just want to be acknowledged by the people that love it.
Exactly. That would have been nice. So everyone, I love my children to the death. But here's my birthday, and I'm driving up to Ventura, California, which is about I don't know, 45, 50 minutes from where I was staying, and out of Los Angeles. And we had to go to this surf shop situation that my son Nate looked up and wanted to get his friend Bennett a t-shirt from. And it's like an exclusive thing, whatever. And I'm like, okay. So, I love exercise. So I wanted to take this like running class in the morning. So he came with me to the running
Oh,
class.
okay.
And I was like, okay, after the running class, we'll buzz up there and then we'll come back and, something will have happened. And we get down to Ventura and there's a street fair going on. And Nate says to me, hey, Mom, do you want to take a gander at the street fair and pick something and I'll buy it for you for your birthday?
Very thoughtful.
So awesome. I was like, no, Nate, I actually don't. And we ended up sitting in traffic because there was an accident and the day just went woo until dinner. I ended up getting a beautiful card that was written that I have to show you after because it's typed
Yes.
and glued onto a piece of construction paper with like,
Artwork.
and it's really beautiful, like what he wrote.
The words. Yes.
which I wish I'd woken up to and had that first go. But,
Right.
parents, 17 and selfish.
17 and
I
selfish.
think it is. I think
Yeah.
it's the year of, like what he does for his girlfriend and gets all like ready. Her Christmas present's been wrapped for 2 weeks,
I know. I know.
like,
I know. I know. But I guarantee it'll never happen again. And
ay, Cal.
I mean, that's happened to me too. It's happened to me
And
too.
he's orchestrating Sarah to get in the car. I mean, he's texting her madly, mom's mad, mom's mad. So he's like, by the way, I did get you a present. Yeah, she's out buying it.
Yeah. And she's getting it in any size they have, just so she could deliver the present.
And that's what happened.
I love it. I love
So
it.
that's what happened to me. But
Oh,
and
no.
then another thing I did a photo shoot for my new dating
I'm
thing.
so excited to hear about that. How many? Just
Okay,
tell me
so
all about. I really haven't heard about. I really
yeah.
haven't heard
Okay, so
anything about
now dating at 50, right? Really miserable.
this. Yeah,
Okay.
I can only imagine.
It's really miserable. You're lucky to go home to the man you've, know, love. Like
I am.
it's like, okay, this has to be worth me leaving my pajamas, my bed with my little dog.
Yeah.
Because I'm a weird
Aw,
dog lady now,
yeah, you are.
So anyway, like I'm not good at putting myself out there. So I think this is going to be interesting to share how I feel through this because I'm sure there are other women my age, our age, going
Or maybe like some
even younger,
yeah,
like I
yeah.
think the new thing is this online dating and it's just so weird.
But what's weird to me is people our age are doing it. Like
Yes.
we weren't raised to online date.
No.
So
I met my husband at a bar
yeah,
and I met my boyfriend at a gym,
right.
like old school.
Yeah. I met
Okay.
mine at a restaurant.
Yeah. Like it's just doesn't happen like that anymore. So
It's just
that's super weird. And then, so I decided through, just word of mouth to try these like, dating concierge services. So what they do. So the first one I did not work out so well, as you know.
I
Like
remember.
some of the dates are
So itchy.
really kind of funny, but I can share with
Can
you
we
some.
classify?
Yeah, let's talk about
Give us just like a,
a snippet. I went out with this gentleman. Well, they're supposed to be doing the vetting, right? So they're
I don't think
supposed to
that
be doing
happened so much with that first company.
absolutely not, because he told me that they reached out to him on LinkedIn. So I can reach out to him on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So I'm paying this exorbitant amount of money and I'm having to go on these
Agreed.
blind dates that are horrific. Okay. And this was like number 3 of 6 or something,
Yes.
or 4 of 6. And I kept trying. I'm like, the
You-
only
you-
good thing was
You mean the shuttle one was 3 of 6, or that was 4 of
that
6?
was 4 of 6.
Yes,
but that was like the final straw. I never did 5 and 6. After that one, that was it.
4 threw you over the edge.
4 threw me over the edge.
Yeah.
So number 1 was okay, just like really like strange because he asked me what I like to do. And I'm like, I like to exercise, I like to go. And he's like, I run alone. Like, don't run with me.
Well, he also didn't eat.
Yes. He
Right?
didn't want to eat. We had to split the bill, which is fine. That's maybe what's happening.
No, but he didn't have like a meal.
No, he didn't want to stay that long. And I didn't either.
Like he was already on the phone with
Yes.
the kid.
Oh, yes. He was calling the kid. He's like, my daughter's having a meltdown. I got to have my phone on the table.
It was
Please
time.
don't."
That was time.
That
to go.
was terrible.
Time to go.
Second one was, what was the second? Oh, the weirdo that I thought was going to be okay.
The one
that was
texting
sending
through
me
the night?
pictures in the nighttime of like vacations past. And then when I didn't respond, he said, "You're not for me."
Clearly. Clearly. No connection.
And then we've got 2 more on the docket that one was, I thought, more organically set up. And he is just.
Which one was that again?
This is from the bar night that we're about to go to again. We're going to go back to Jewish bar night.
Okay.
I'm still hopeful.
Was he from Jewish bar night?
Yeah. It was set up by Jody.
Oh.
And we met at a bar. We had happy hour. And
okay. Oh yeah, that was Jewish bar night guy.
That was all. Yeah, he's just a lot.
He's the gift that keeps giving.
He's the lot. He's the a lot. And then this last one that I did with the dating site was this gentleman, shows up really like late. sweating, like with his like motorcycle jacket on, like, oh, hi, sits down, orders food for me, puts the food on my plate, which is
Wow.
so weird,
Yeah.
practically cutting it.
It's
And
like, I got it. I got
I'm
it.
like, okay, flags the waiter over to tell him that he was some producer on this movie. And like the waiter needed to pull up the trailer of the movie to show me that he's the producer of this movie.
That is, I did not know that. And
Oh,
that
that
is
was
super,
added.
super weird.
Okay, so but I'm still looking at him going,
Maybe there's something there or
I would
what?
have to sleep with you. I don't want to
Yes.
sleep with you.
No, no, absolutely not. Negative, negative.
Home, home. And then the final thing, he's like, do you have a vehicle here? I said, yes, I have a vehicle here. I don't live here, but I have a rental car. Why? He's like, can you please, my daughter's having a birthday party over at the shopping center over here. Do you mind picking up a load and taking them to
Doing a little shuttle with
yeah,
me?
and he lives with another man. 58.
Yeah, dude.
Red flags, what do you say? I'm picking them up.
You're picking up, you literally pick up the red flags as you pass them. You like collect them. You think it's like a thing.
It's crazy.
I have the most red flags.
I'm just like gathering them.
You are. I'm just, yeah.
My therapist is like, no, no, no.
We're not going to pick those flags up
So
anymore.
I'm trying this new one and it looks a little better. It's it's all women owned, which I
Okay.
kind of like because then the women get their I mean, they kind of understand what it's like to be the girl. Like, you know, I mean,
Yeah, that's great. But how's like the system?
I
Like,
don't know yet. I did these photos from this great photographer in Santa Monica and he was fun and the whole photo shoot was fun and
I
then
want to see those.
Nate came with me. They aren't in yet.
Okay.
So the latest is I have to pick 5, she has to pick 5. She will submit these to people in certain cities that I've agreed to kind of
Travel to.
travel to or whatever. And then the man, if I say I get the profile, I get like a resume, like picture. So not blind anymore. I get to see what they look like. I get to see what they do. I get to see their likes, dislikes, like all that kind of stuff. And if I'm interested, she gives them my number.
Great.
So we get to actually talk like people. And then if we want to have a meal,
You can.
we can, or coffee
Okay,
or
whatever.
whatever. I don't know. Drink. Probably drink.
Wow, Jen.
Dating at 50, Kelly.
Dating at 50. Yeah. It's pretty incredible. I mean, you're keeping me like abreast of what's happening out there.
Well, I need you at Jewish bar night because I fear one of them is going to trickle in there. And
I
I'm gonna
think
need,
so. Small town. Only one Jewish
small
bar
town
night.
flair is so fun.
Sometimes it is, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's not.
I'm like, and I can't ditch this one because we're at Firewood.
Yeah, no, we're at Firewood. No, my brother would like dated some lady for a few months, and literally she would not talk on the phone. And I'm like, you spent 3 months having a text relationship with someone? Yeah, he thought it was normal. And I'm like, no, that's not normal. I mean, to me, that's not normal.
No, our age, we talked on the dude. We had phones on the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
And call
Connected.
waiting was a big deal.
So I told him, that's not acceptable.
Yeah, and he cut it off.
Yeah,
He's another one that's like a great guy.
I know.
And he's just like,
Super cute.
super cute, wants to just be.
He
It's
does
going to
just
be
want to be.
really hard for me to like give up my peace, my center of peace. That's just now coming.
That's because you're not used to being with someone peaceful.
I'm not.
And so it's always chaotic when you are in a relationship. So we're going to like drop the red flags as we go, and we're going to
Throw them on throw them in the garbage.
And we're going to find someone that's easy. It doesn't have to be hard.
No, I mean,
It
I
doesn't.
don't know any different, unfortunately, just because those were my 2 long relationships, my marriage and
Yes, but
this
you
last
have
one.
seen some healthy relationships, and
Yours.
you've seen people that don't have to like sacrifice certain things, and we all sacrifice something. That's a given. That's life.
Yeah.
But there are certain things that you don't.
I know. I'm learning. We're almost celebrating a year. And I've really
That
like,
really should be. You're right about.
I know. It'll be a
Okay,
year. A year. 2025 is going to be
that's crazy.
a good year. I feel it.
Yeah,
Well, I
okay.
feel like we,
I like it. I
yeah.
like it. Well, I think that what is it, Wednesday? I think that this weekend is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We are going to celebrate your birthday on Friday night, which I'm so excited about. I love
Trying new
celebrating you,
restaurants.
trying new restaurants.
I love it.
And Saturday we have Jewish bar night at Firewood. We are going to have so much fun. Um, just it's going to be a blast. A lot of people
We'll
are
try to
going to
take
be
some
there.
footage because that will be funny.
It will be funny, and it's the Santa
Pub
pub crawl
crawl.
on Main Street.
Oh yeah.
So
We can't wear Santa suits though.
absolutely not.
Too old for that.
Yeah, not yeah. I just I'm not doing that.
Too old for that.
Maybe a red sweater,
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's
right?
be festive.
Yeah.
But the Jews, we wear blue.
We have to change out of our blue into red when we leave Firewood. Costume change. Yeah.
Love it. Love
We
it.
like to get involved with everything. So I think that that'll be a fun, a fun wrap up. Absolutely. And we're going to have just a fun month.
I know. I am.
There's
really
a lot of
excited. We'll have some guest stars for the holidays. I've got crazy people coming, so that'll be fun.
You do. You do.
My little nephews are funny.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
They'll be funny.
That'll be funny.
Yeah.
So,
We'll get our kids on here. We gotta get our kids
yeah.
on here. I know Melissa's not
I
coming,
know.
but she'll be here in January. She can guest on in January.
Absolutely. This little
Yeah.
Sundance star.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love
That'd
that.
be great.
I love that. I
So,
love that.
yeah.
And I guess our next episode, we're gonna talk about aging parents because that seems to be like a plaguing subject. I feel like every day one of our friends is getting hit hard with this.
Yeah, it is.
It's a hard thing.
So just something definitely that needs to be discussed. Just one of those things you need to bring to the top of the conversation as you are entering your 50s, all
And
things 50s. It's just one of those things.
it is.
It
And
is.
it's so relatable. And it's like, I think some things we learned
Yeah.
to share and just, whatever. So that'll be our next.
Our next
So
episode.
stay tuned for our next episode.
Yes, and thank you for joining us today.
We had the best time,
Always.
just always chatting, and
Yes.
hopefully you did too. And if you have any questions, thoughts, feelings, questions, we'll be,
We'd love to hear from you.
yeah. So please
More the better.
like and subscribe, and please share because we would love for this to get out like to the
Everyone.
masses, and
Absolutely.
Anyway,
See you next time.
see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in and listening to this week's episode of JK, It's Not About You.
You can write in and ask your questions on our show's Instagram page at JK It's Not About You, and we will address your questions on the next week's episode.
If this episode helped you, we would love for you to share it with your friends and family.
Share the fun with all those that can benefit from a good laugh or cry with us.
Please rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and we would greatly appreciate you.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.